Hey, good afternoon, guys. Sean Ghazala here from the Staten Island Partnership for Community Wellness. I'm speaking to four of my colleagues who work at United Activities Unlimited. These folks are PACS partners. They work in the elementary schools. They help support our elementary school teachers and help give them the best practices to support our children and sort of flourish these positive and positive emotional environments in our schools. And so now that we're all working from home, we're trying to help support our parents at home. So I'm speaking with Michele, John, Malissa, and Danielle. And maybe we'll start with Malissa. What's new, Malissa? How have you been?
I'm okay. Hi, guys. Just over here staying encouraged, staying in, of course. The topic that we're discussing today, actually, it hit home for me because just last night now my daughter, she's 6 years old, and I'm sure that parents right now are having to have these conversations with their children, age appropriately, of course. But I realized that, we're a little outsourced as they're on their social, virtual tablets. Yesterday during prayer, Rosie kind of expressed some of her concerns about the virus going around, and it threw me back because she added to more of a conversation that her and I haven't had, and it concerned me, so I kind of interjected right in the prayer, and I had to explain to her where did she get this? She got it off YouTube, and I guess hearing them talk about it she has new worries. So I need some advice on how to have these conversations, with her. I'm sorry, I'm a little thrown because this is real and I'm concerned.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Who'd like to start?
Oh, yeah. Shoot it over to Danielle. Michele?
So what did you say to her when what did she say to you, and how did you kind of respond? Just to get a little backstory, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so she had said that, this virus is going around and people are dying. And, I told her, this thing is going around. But I also reminded her that this will pass. I said, we're in the house, we're okay. I said, all of our family, everybody's in their homes and we're safe, and this will pass. And she found peace in that, but I see the anxiety still a little bit in her. Even when I went to go downstairs to go put the garbage, I was like, Mom, where are you going? Stay upstairs. And so that's when I really realized that, okay, she's really bothered by this. So I don't know what else to say, but I'm sure we're going to continue to have these conversations. And I'm sure other parents are going through this as well.
Sure.
I think that it's important that they feel a part of it in a sense. So staying on top of cleanliness, right? So that can be a way that you are a superhero to help fight this virus, right? So washing your hands, and what are other ways that we could give children strength in this and give them kind of, I guess, a leadership position. So maybe she could be the making sure that everyone in the house washes their hands as soon as they come in after they went out for grocery shopping, or throwing the garbage away, maybe things like that, so that she can feel maybe responsible and kind of give her a role in fighting the virus. I think that maybe that would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? How about you, Danielle? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I think everybody's going through this and processing it differently for adults and children. So when I think about trauma-informed practices or being trauma sensitive, now it's going to apply specifically during a time like this, because when you think about it, as an adult, we're processing it, but as a child, now they're not seeing their friends anymore. So how are we going to keep them socialized during this time? Their daily practices, everything's changing. So maybe going back to what your routine normally was with Rosie. I know that you're keeping a schedule now with class and stuff, and homeschool and virtual learning, and you're incorporating PACS with trauma-informed practices, like with brain break activities. Is there anything that you think would help her stay grounded that maybe she's used to doing all of the time that was now taken away from you and her?
I mean, I definitely, as much as I can, keeping the normalcy, but she does know we like the classroom, doing schoolwork now at home, and we work, so it's like I use the same kind of tactics as when I work with her at home. So, but using those and just trying to be creative with, that's just something I have to really think about, because this is like new level. We try to protect our children and try to keep them, I guess, from certain things. And,
Sure.
I just don't want her to have the worry that adults we hold. So I guess I have to just come up with, the things that, I don't know. Sorry.
It's an emotional subject, and I'm thinking as everybody's talking, I get afraid, at least in myself, right? I know that, fear for me is knowing that like I can't control maybe this situation, right? And so you feel that you don't have a role, that you're helpless, that you're just sort of a bystander while this is going on outside, right? So by how I'm keeping myself, sort of chill and at peace, and it's definitely, like a constant process is, feeling a role, like that I'm playing a role in this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my parents are staying with me, my role is to keep them safe. And so I go to the store and I make sure that I wash my hands, that I'm, wearing proper gloves, that I'm not engaging with folks, basically following all of the guidelines that we're receiving, that I'm making sure that I'm reminding my family members when we all sort of slip up and forget ourselves. So if we're watching each other and saying, hey, you're about to go outside and you're not wearing gloves, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can keep each other safe. And that is the role that we can play. That's what's keeping me sort of level-headed. But John, I'd be curious what you've been up to too, because I know that you also,
Yeah, so I agree with everything everyone's saying. And it's funny how everyone's discipline, everyone's viewpoint comes from a different kind of lens, psychological lens, but we're all coming to the same conclusion. So my psychological lens I'm looking at this through is more of like a CBT, a cognitive behavioral therapy, ABA kind of perspective. And what causes anxiety and depression most of the time is this fear of the unknown, or this fear of not having any control over something that's going to happen to you. And now we have this big, scary thing that we can't see, hear, or feel that is, there, that we don't have any control over, whether it's going to attack us at any moment, right? And that's kind of the idea. But by giving the kids some sort of, again, like everyone else said, some sort of way to help prevent it, by saying, hey, listen, you can avoid getting this virus by washing hands. You can help avoid getting this virus by helping mommy wipe down the groceries, by, keeping a set of clothes by the door, and those are going to be the clothes we wear when we go outside, by wearing a mask or gloves. You give them some sort of sense of control over the situation, saying that I can do this, I can help prevent this, rather than saying, hey, there's nothing you can do. Because I feel like that's what a lot of people feel. They have this sense of anxiety and fear because it's going to happen to them regardless of what they do, but it's not true. They can help prevent it. And that's what's helping me, I'm doing my part in helping prevent this and helping prevent the people that are around me from getting sick.
I think that was a really good point you made about like gaining control. And I saw a lot of people, because, now they're saying that we can wear like scarves or anything kind of just to cover that area, but they were making masks out of bandanas and like hair ties, I heard. So like you could like put the bandana in and maybe we can like look for that to show you, like, just because it would make it creative, it could be like an activity you do together. Yeah. And I think that would definitely like gain some control in it, and might be fun for her and for you.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Thank you guys. Thank you all. I'm definitely feeling like I got some tips I could use. Yeah.
And we have some videos also we can link to in the comments here when we post this. So we'll definitely share some of the resources that we've been gathering for folks that are watching this. So thank you all for joining us. The partners and I were going to be trying to do this frequently because certainly we need to support each other, but also our families on Staten Island need the support as well. We're all in this together. We're certainly all, you know, in the homes together, stuck social distancing, but we can keep our, despite the physical distance, right, we can keep this social connection going, and we can all play this collective role to help each other. So thank you all, and, you know, be safe and have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you.